Kickoff team can get a tackle. Looks like they do get him at around the 26-yard line.
Bless you.
Set the backer on the return.
Yeah, I want to see who covered game or what. No. But how deep was it?
There's a flag on the play.
All right, let's have one of you talking while the other one's eating. Because we are watching the game without any
Riverton over on the sideline discussing their offensive options here.
So let's unplug this again.
So as the defense goes, in secondary we got Mike Merrill at the far corner, Rex Connors and Matt Smith at safeties, Jaden Maldonado at the other corner. Outside linebackers are Truxton McSpadden and Wesley Tuiasova, Josh Hutcherson at end, and Landon Such at tackle. And it looks like there's the other end.
Kate, do you want to jump on camera? Yeah, on one of those. Then Lincoln. Take over on this.
Still staying with that same game plan, not being under center.
Yeah.
Is that a smart play call there for their offensive coordinator?
They're more of a passing team, so I would say so.
So twins right and left, single back in the backfield.
Handoff again. Oh, and a big hole opened open. Looks like it's just going to be about first down. Looks like it's right on the line.
Looks like it'll be around the 23, 24-yard line. And it looks like it will be. There's a flag out on the play. The ref's talking it over, trying to figure out what that penalty flag is.
Yeah. It might be holding.
I think it might be. It's either holding or offsides.
A bit more than offsides. It looks like it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, so it looks like a personal foul against the Vikings.
Yep.
Oh. Targeting, it looks like.
Will they throw him out if that's true?
If it's unintentional, no, they won't, but I don't think it's to the point where they're that worried. I don't think they'll throw him out.
Because I know in college, if you get a card in college, you're like right out there. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Riverton quarterback takes a snap, bootlegs it, throws it deep to about no one.
That looks like it was almost picked off there by number 4, Rex Connors.
Rex Connors, Pleasant Grove far safety, was closest one to it.
Way overthrew him. That's an interesting. That's interesting to see how far that went. He overthrew him about 5-10 yards.
They weren't on the same page there.
Either the wide receiver was running too slow or the quarterback threw too far. One of the two.
It's a run right up the middle again. Great tackle.
Tackled there by number.
Looks like everyone.
Yeah.
The entire line got on in it.
The first one I saw was number 19, Micah Tatioli.
That would be Micah.
Yeah, when he first went in there, I saw him just go straight in, hit that guy, and go straight down. So
Micah Tatioli being scouted by Utah University currently.
Really?
A couple others, but I'm not sure who they are. I know of Colorado State as well.
Well, any chance to play college ball is really good.
Yeah. Complete for a first down and more.
And a good throw there by their quarterback, going to that right side, off that right sideline, and getting that third down conversion for the Riverton Silverwolves.
Looks like he's going to be placed on the 48.
Can I ask you a question first? What is up with the mascots here in Utah? I mean, I've only been here for a year, but like we got the Beat Diggers, the Silver Wolves.
We've got a
like,
few different ones.
That's a little bit interesting. Instead of like the Timberwolves, it's the Silver Wolves and all this other stuff. So,
yeah, there's a lot of diversity. We've got the Bingham Miners as well. We've got the Box Elder Bees, Pleasant Grove Vikings, Cavemen, the Knights. A lot of diversity. I think really cool. It's pitched out, and
wow, what a good play!
Running back number 7, number 7 just hunches down so he doesn't just get obliterated.
I think the weirdest one by far is the Beat Diggers. I've never heard of that. That's a little.
I haven't either.
For Jordan High School last week.
Yeah.
Whew. So Riverton having some confusion here.
It's going to be 2nd and 14 after the tackle in the backfield.
Good tackle for loss there for the Vikings. Trips left, single man right on the near side.
The back. Takes a snap, looks left, throws left.
Seeing that screen pass to the left side there for the running back. But this quarterback's good. He knows where to look, and he's had some good scrambles tonight. Sadly, they haven't been able to get in the end zone.
Yeah. Let's see, 3rd and 14 from Pleasant Grove's 46. Takes it out of shotgun, looks right, throws right, deep, and it's picked off by Smith, number 15. He went up in the air and got that one.
Wow. That was a great play.
Awesome.
I saw Jaden Maldonado over there covering the wide receiver, but
yeah,
man,
that was
Matt
a great
Smith
play to go.
There's some hops there.
Pleasant Grove Vikings already have more picks this season than they did last season, if you can believe that.
I don't know if that's sad or if that's good.
Good for this year, I mean.
And if I'm not mistaken, Hillcrest was the first game we won last year, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And that was during preseason. We didn't beat Riverton.
We did lose to Riverton. With the ball, it's run with Rex Connors. Lowers his shoulder and gets driven back to about the line of scrimmage, but they're going to give him forward progression to about the 25, I want to say.
And looking at that, he's got to go faster. He can't stop when he sees the defense coming after him. Yeah. He's got to keep going, keep pushing through, put that shoulder down, truck over someone, and just keep going. If he gets scared and stops, then they're not going to get any yardage. He's not going to get played. So he's got to keep going.
Riverton playing with a very compact DB. Their safeties aren't even 10 yards deep, and you rarely see that. It looks like a curl out the side. Porter Connor stays up, makes a man miss. And the ball's on the ground.
Fumble, that'll be there for Riverton. Man, you got to hold on to the ball.
You do get a hold on to the ball.
And this Riverton student section, going a little crazy for that one.
Yeah, they are. Riverton really needed that one.
And that's another thing that's like, we'll pick it off, but here's the ball again.
Yeah.
You got to hold on to the ball, keep the plays going, especially when you're going down like that. And it was a good play for the Vikings. He was able to get out to the left side, and he had pretty much open field up until that one defender. So hold on to the ball, cut wherever you can, but don't stop. That was another thing. He stopped again. And then that defender just trucked straight into him. So he's got to not stop.
Looks left, throws left. It is a screen. They're going to try it again. Looks like he's stopped for a 3-yard gain.
First and 10, and you can see what that is, the downs and yards to go. Just match that. So I'm double clicking on this little T.
37 with about 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
Looks like a run, bounces outside,
and a good job
taken down.
Good job by that defensive line, making sure they get that tackle right there, making sure they wrap up. That's another thing that I was looking at last game. was they had a hard time wrapping up. If you wrap up
Yeah.
and you pull straight through, they can't get through you.
They can't.
Because as long as you can hold on to another guy, you can get another guy in there. And even if you just lower your shoulder and go straight into the guy, the technique matters more than the power. So,
Yeah, it does.
you know, you got to make sure of that.
Viking player down.
It looks like Ronan Hill. And that's sad for the Vikings. Ronan
Yeah.
was a big player, a good guy. He was in my math class last season. I asked, he's like, football sucks, I want to quit. But if they win the state championship, then I want to be there. And, you know, Ronan's a good guy, a good player, a good teammate.
He has had his ankle hurt in the past, this past couple weeks, so I wonder if that's what they're looking at. It does seem like they're checking out his legs.
Yeah, it looks like his right ankle is, from as far as I can see from here. And that's always sad to see a Pleasant Grove player on the ground hurt.
Yeah, injuries take a toll. Last year, Dane Christiansen hurt his hamstring, so he wasn't able to go full time.
Last year, Easton Fowler hurt his leg in the Fremont game.
That was a gnarly.
That was brutal.
It was.
If I'm not mistaken, he got back almost close to state time, didn't he?
He didn't get back. No, he fractured his leg in half. It was.
It's not there on mine.
It was crazy to watch on film. That film study was.
I remember watching that back in our highlight sessions and looking at that and being like, oh, I don't want to see that again.
It was pretty gnarly.
Being there, I was with Matt Moon on the call,
Should I just do the
and we kept saying, you know, 35 seconds, 35.2 seconds is what he had left in that game.
Yeah.
And it's just sad to see him out for the rest of the season, but he's back now and better than ever. And it is Ronan Hill. It looks like it's his right ankle. It looks like that's what he was looking at, that the doctors were looking at right there. Oh man, that's a rough blow for the Vikings. So Ronan Hill getting off here slowly. Kind of somber mood, kind of fell over PG right there.
He'll be all right, I can tell. Coach Wooten, one of the biggest things that matters to him is toughness. That's why I encourage most all football players to wrestle.
It's your own fault. You're not getting any time.
That's a rough blow. A good offensive lineman. That's something that the Vikings need right now. They need good offensive linemen, and that's a rough blow.
Well, then at least grab me one.
That box is empty, Ashton. I'll grab you one.
Keeper by the quarterback. Oh, he fumbles the ball, but on the bounce he catches it and just brings it back in. That takes concentration.
I was at I think it was the Las Vegas Bowl in 2011, I want to say, maybe 2012. But at the time, it was Kellen Moore was quarterback for Boise State.
Oh, that's right.
And he had a play where he threw it over one of the defensive backs and then caught it for the touchdown, and it was just one of the most amazing plays that I've ever seen. I was like, that dude's athletic. Oh.
Yeah. See, quarterback keeper again, stiff arm, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds right here.
That's something that you got to look at. As a quarterback, you kind of want to make sure that you don't get hurt, so you kind of slide straight into that. He took that contact and went straight out of bounds, trying to keep the time.
Porter Connors is injured on the play.
No.
It looks like it's his leg. That is a blow to the Vikings if we lose him.
And Truxton McSpadden trying to get the guys over here to take a look at that.
Oh.
It looks like it might just be a cramp, but they're not quite sure yet.
It might be a torn muscle.
And that's another Viking player down. That's the second play in a row where a Viking player has gotten injured.
Yeah, that's not good.
Luckily, the Vikings have a 17-point lead right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, going into the fourth quarter, they're able to score again, so that the football team won't be doing some nice sprints and burpees and stuff.
Yep. Those 100-yard gases.
So he looks good. Porter Connors looks like he's able to kind of run off the field a little bit, kind of jogging off.
He's a really tough kid. He'll be back.
This has been a long drive for
Yeah,
Riverton,
really
not just because of the penalties.
Yeah,
It
they
hasn't
had
even been
almost
there
5 minutes.
They need to get back in their football mode right now.
Riverton takes it from the shotgun. Twins in it back to his right. Hands it off, and he gets up the middle for about, it looks like a 5-yard gain. Entire Vikings defense is there on the stop.
It looks like they'll keep it for third. Oh, no, it'll be a first down
Oof.
there from the 19.
This drive just keeps going.
So after 2 rough blows for the Vikings, looks like Porter Connors might be back later in the game. But after two rough
Crossing my
blows,
fingers.
yeah, really hoping for that one to be okay.
First down and 10 from the 19-yard line.
And Porter's only a sophomore.
Yeah, he is. He's a tough kid.
And a good hit there.
Micah Tatioli on the stop.
So even when we're not hearing his name on offense, we're hearing it on defense yet again.
He's super athletic. Not only is he just big and stocky, but he can run like it's no one's business. He can also bench press around 425 pounds. So
well, yeah, I'm about half that, but you know, it's all a game.
It's pretty rough.
He's a big dude. He runs hard. You see him run through that hole.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Riverton drops back to snap. Looks like a pass and a quick tackle by Micah Merrill.
Truxton McSpadden got to the back pretty quickly, but wasn't able to hit him as he was in the throw. Didn't want to get a roughing the passer penalty.
Looks like it's 3rd and 4 here. 3rd and 4.
The Vikings are going to want to get the ball back. As soon as they get the ball back, they want to. Man.
It will be
a penalty. Kind of get frustrated. 4th down.
They do need a field goal. They are down by 17 points, so a field goal would make it a 2-possession game.
So it's 4th in the red zone.
Snap is taken. Looks left, or looks right, thrown right, and just out of bounds. Looked like there was some contact on the route run, but it was out of bounds, so it was not catchable.
Good job by the defensive line there, making sure their quarterback is very roughed up, not able to get that. And like I said before, that penalty right before that, it was it got him a little frustrated. And so
really
you know when you get him that way, and you have a drive that takes that long, you got to make sure that you pay attention and you're able to not get so frustrated with the referee or whoever it is.
Yeah.
And just keep playing the game, play your game, and keep going forward.
If you're a Riverton, you're kicking yourself in the knee, you're kicking yourself in the shins. That was about a 10-minute drive, and time is not on their side right now. And they are down 3 possessions with about just over a quarter to play. Handoff is going nowhere.
And time looks like it'll run off the clock, so we will go to the 4th quarter as these student sections are kind of getting riled up and going against each other.
Yeah. A lot of supporters from Pleasant Grove High School here today.
Making the 35-40-minute trip up here to Riverton.
The entire bleachers are pretty much filled. All right, we're going to take a quick break till the end of the 4th quarter, and we'll be back with you just real quick.
Celebrate the month of October in the Peters Presents Hemp Party Event with dozens of varieties of pumpkins and all colors and sizes. As well as activities around the clock, of the pumpkin patch is a Riverton tradition. Open September 29th, October 31st. Check out our website, familycars.com.
Fight!
Okay, do you want me to take over there?
Well, you're standing in the clock. You completely ruined the camera. Move!
I've double clicked on so many dang tees.
We're back here for the fourth quarter. Number 4, Rex Connors getting in there for the good gain for the Vikings and a first down, down around the 40, around the 37.
Let's see. Well, let's see. If it wasn't holding because it was a loss of downs.
Yeah.
But it was a 10-yarder. I'd have to look into the rule book for that one. I'll see if Pleasant Grove can end their drought of not scoring in the fourth quarter here. I bet you anything if they can get a bomb deep here, they can get one. Jackson Hill in the backfield here as a running back. With trips to Jake's right. Takes a snap, looks right. Throws right. Caught. Oh! Dropped by Dallas here too. That's the worst feeling as a receiver. Is you just look back to your coach and
And that was rough. Whew. He would have had that ball down on the 22 and maybe some more after the run. Man, that's rough to see an incomplete pass there on second down. Man.
Yeah, I know Dallin. He's a good kid. He'll just shake it off, get back out there, and play harder.
It's frustrating though to get that incomplete pass on such a crucial play to get that 10 yards back though.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3rd and 21 here. Jackson Hill out, so it's gonna be empty backfield.
You got trips right. Looks like it might
Looks
go deep.
Right.
That's
fumble, and it looks like a touchdown for Riverton.
no way.
Jake was just about to throw the ball.
And it looks like there's a nice little scuffle there for Riverton and a flag.
Looks like it's that. I'm not sure who that one's on. There was a couple players just going at it. Let's see what the call down on the field, though, is. They still haven't made a call. So he's either down, a safety, or a touchdown.
I believe that one of the line judges was saying that it was down on the 1 yard line, maybe the half-yard line.
Wow. And it will be 4th down if Pleasant Grove gets the ball back. Dane Christiansen, their punter, is capable of booting a long one. Well, we'll see if they can. We'll see what the call is here.
Dude, I don't think so.
Coach Wooten is out on the field.
I don't think he's focused.
I think he's talking to his kids or his players, but I don't know.
Dang it, dude, I don't know how to. So go to the.
Still no play call here from the refs. One of the refs is going to talk to some of the Riverton coaches, trying to figure out what the play is.
So after the play, it looks like there was a little mishap with the linemen from both teams.
That's what I saw. I believe that Jake, but I thought I saw Jake down in the touchdown trying to get up, and it looked like, at least to me, it looked like a Riverton player was trying to push him down.
Yeah, understandably, Jake gets in people's head because of how good he is.
And he's been starting since sophomore year, correct?
Oh, yep. They threw him in as soon as an injury happened, and boy, did he step up. He threw for over 1,000 yards.
And then last year, he kind of switched off between him and Easton Casper, correct?
Yeah.
So it was in most of the problems last year, they weren't with Jake. It was specifically like the offensive line mostly, correct?
Yeah. It was just a little bit of everything. We just couldn't get things clicking. Our defense was a 4-2-5, which it's not very usual. Pleasant Grove just saved with a unsportsmanlike conduct on Riverton. They would have had the ball on about the 1 yard line. Yeah, they would have had the ball on the 1 yard line, and Dane having to punt from the back of the end zone. But it is 4th down and about.
Yeah, I didn't think 14. That I saw Jake out there, but yeah, Dane Christiansen will get to punt the ball here from the the 16 yard line.
The gunners right now for Pleasant Grove are Noah Burbich and Stockton Vinker. And as a scout team player, you do not want to go against either of them. They're hard hitters.
So Dane will catch the ball around the 3 or 4 yard line for this punt. Good kick.
Boots it. Wynn Fox dragging it with his fingertips up to about the 45. That's a solid kick. From the 14 to about the 45. That's a solid kick for someone who doesn't describe himself as a punter. 11:05 left in this fourth quarter with Pleasant Grove still up 17. I bet you anything Riverton's thinking over that decision on their fourth down they have not to kick a field goal.
Well, you might as well get points on the board.
Yeah.
You know, you're in that situation. There was only about a minute left in the quarter anyway.
Yeah.
You know, you might as well kick it and at least try for those points. The same thing happened last game against Jordan. Jordan had 2 or 3 good areas in the red zone where they could, on fourth down, could have gotten some points, and they didn't. They could have had 13 points around the halftime, and they just didn't.
They drop back to pass. Looks right. Throws a bomb down the right side of the field and caught around the 5-yard line. Wow.
And a good play there, good coverage there by Jaden Maldonado. That was rough. That was a good catch by that wide receiver getting up there.
Yeah, that wide receiver for Riverton is about 5-6 inches taller than him. It's hard to be a corner and go against someone about a little bit taller than you. Riverton from the gun trips both sides with the back to the left. Looks like he's going to hand it off as he goes right up the middle and gets stopped. Looks about no gain on the play. Second down.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line here.
Porter Connors went back in the game and is limping off again. It would not be good to lose him.
You know, it might be smart just to keep him out for the rest of the game. Let the ankle or the leg heal where it needs to, just for the time being.
And Pleasant Grove has got depth at outside linebacker. Riverton takes the snap, looks right, throws right, and do they call PI?
And there's the pass interference.
It didn't look like it. That's how you're supposed to defend.
It looked like the ball was past the wide receiver from what I could see. So I don't know if that's the correct call. It looks like a debatable call, but you know. Yeah,
defending a slant as a corner, you're supposed to put your right arm behind him just in case he catches it, and your left arm in front of it. And that looks like he did, but
and it looks like it'll be pass interference.
May have looked a little different.
To the goal.
First down, which
it'll be 2nd down.
They called defensive holding. If it would have been PI, it would have been first down. Pleasant Grove secondary and press as he looks like it's going to be a touchdown for Riverton. And it is a touchdown for Riverton. So it's 13-24 for Pleasant Grove Vikings with the PAT pending.
That was rough there for the Vikings. You know, getting those penalties and then having that drop ball by was it Rex Connors that had the drop ball?
That was Dallin.
And you know, that was rough. Hopefully the next drive they'll be able to get down, get the score. It's now 24-13 awaiting a kick. So we'll wait the PAT here.
PG just comes back harder, so let's see if they can do that here.
Kick is good, so it'll be 24-14, 10-point game. Vikings up. What are you looking for this drive specifically?
This drive?
Do you think they'll run the I formation, the pistol formation? What are you looking at right here? If you're an offensive coordinator,
if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm trying to run the ball or run the clock. And what Coach Smith is telling his return team right now is to send it to them. If they can return it right here, it will set the tone of the game, and they will win this game.
And they were up by 17 points. So you know, maybe they got a little relaxed and they're like, okay, now we have to go. Like this is the time, this is the drive that they have to go. Kind of have to end that streak of not scoring the 4th down so far in this game.
Coach Wooten is currently talking to the referees.
He does not look happy right now.
Yeah. I wonder.
Coach Wooten still having this conversation with the refs. He's not happy about the play call. This ref is not. It's not giving him any leverage right now.
The last thing PG needs right now is unsportsmanlike conduct.
This ref looks really frustrated with Coach Wooten right now.
Riverton in an unusual kickoff form with players stacked.
They're trying to rush. They're trying to run the Michigan right now.
Yeah. Pleasant Grove in a 5-2-2-2 as they kick it off. It's going to Easton Fowler, it looks like. He takes it to the far side, and he's got a good return here going for him. And he gets it out to about the 37-yard line. What a return.
And a good return there by Easton Fowler. Following his blockers, getting up to that 37-yard line, and a good return there for the Vikings.
Coach Wooten is telling his kids right now to go out and set the tone, to get off there, get off your line as quick as possible, and send it to them.
I was like, I couldn't get it.
So another I formation here. Thinking back to last game against Jordan, they had the same formation. Micah Tautioli and Dane Christiansen, and just running between those two backs. Do you think that's a good play call here going into the rest of this fourth quarter?
I do. Dane Christiansen, I do not believe has fumbled the ball yet this year. The head ref is now talking to Dane Christiansen.
And it looks like the play is good to go. So Jake Jensen is now under center in this I formation.
Micah Tautioli, I believe, had a fumble a couple weeks ago, but coaches have talked to him about it as he gets the handoff.
And it looks like he'll get a gain of about 2 going to that left line. That offensive line wasn't able to get that hole for him just quite.
It looks like Coach Wooten is just trying to run this clock.
And he does not look happy right now. And he's talking to Jake. I wonder if he's more frustrated with the refs or with Jake right now. I don't know what the frustration towards Jake is.
He's just sending in the play.
He was shaking his head. He was walking to the sideline there after talking to Jake a little bit.
So the play comes in, and it looks like it's going to be trips left, the single back. It's a fake pitch to Win Fox, and Dane Christiansen's got it out to about, looks like a first down. Maybe a yard shy.
And a good job for Dane getting out to that left side. A good man in motion. They've been running a lot of those recently, getting a man in motion, being able to freak out the defense, and just seeing the offensive line or the outside linebackers kind of getting confused as well as the defensive backs. Nice push here on 3rd and 1 again.
Push. And it looks like forward progression had it, but let's see where they're going to mark him down.
And it looks like it'll still be 3rd down from what I can see so far.
I think they're going to bring out the chains.
And it looks like it'll be
first down. They're going to go out of their whiskey formation, so twins both sides with Dane to his left. Motion across. Dane Christiansen's got it, and it looks like he's got a couple yards.
So looking at this offensive line, number 54 has got to get that linebacker, make sure that he's able to block for him, or else that's going to keep happening for the Vikings for the rest of this night.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 9 from the 48 here for the Vikings with around 8 minutes left.
It looks like Riverton's going with just a single safety right now, playing a lot to their right. Once again, the Vikings are in twins with Dane to his right. A fake handoff again. Jake keeps it, runs, and he's got about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, that's what I saw. And they put Jackson Hill in motion going to that left side, hiked the ball and went straight for that right side. So good keeper there for Jake, getting some yardage, and that's what they need right now.
Yeah, way to read that D end.
Looks like it'll be 3rd and 5 from the 48. So a good gain of 4 on the play.
Once again in twins.
And Jake now shotgun with Dane Christiansen on his right side. Might be a play action call here.
Once again, no one deep center for Riverton.
And that offensive line has got to keep blocking for him. They were only able to get to about the line of scrimmage there. So, it'll be a loss of 1. I apologize.
So it looks like the Vikings are going to punt it away here. Let's see if Dane Christiansen can punt or pin him deep. But this is exactly what Coach wouldn't want to do. Well, ideally he would have scored a touchdown, but running time off the clock is crucial for them right now. And they're down to about 6 minutes and 20 seconds, which is barely enough time to score 2 more touchdowns.
It's possible. They'd have to get a touchdown and
it's
get
definitely
back.
possible.
So Dane Christiansen here for the punt. And Vikings not able to break that curse.
And it's a fake.
Quarter.
Oh, and they throw it to Fowler, and it looks like he's so close. He's dragged out around the 5. Great play call by Coach Wooten.
Down to the 2-yard line. A great call for the Vikings. Didn't really see that one coming. As soon as they faked that ball, I was saying, they're not able to break that curse of going in the
once again,
4th down.
Being a scout team player against their punt team, that one gets you a couple times.
Wow, what a good play for the Vikings.
Just pull it out, and now they've got the ball like in the red zone with 5 minutes left to go.
I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've seen that out of the Vikings team.
Wow.
It's a good play.
Great play call.
So we got Jake here in shotgun again with Dane to his left. We got twins left, single man on the right side.
He's going to hand it off.
Dane trying to find a hole.
Let's see if he can get stopped. In. Oh, he does not.
Looks like he'll get stopped about 2 or 3 yards behind the line.
See, so 2nd and 2. Ball on the 2. That's what it looks like from right here. They're so close right now. They can taste it.
Looks like you guys won't be doing up downs on Monday then.
Oof, I still don't know.
Too soon to say?
Too soon. If they can punch it in right here, my prayers are answered. There's a certain play they've run all year, and let's see if they run it here. They're in the eye right now. Looks like they're just going to power it in with Jake, and that's what they do for a Viking touchdown.
Finally breaking that fourth quarter curse.
They have scored 6 points, soon to be probably 7 in the 4th quarter so far.
So 30-14 is your score right now with about 4:27 left in the game.
That's huge for the Vikings. If they can make this extra point, it's going to be 31-14, and that will be huge for them. That puts us at 17 ahead again.
Look at this. The student section from PG is getting so excited. A Viking win? I mean, it's...
Yeah, that's awesome. And the PAT is good for Carson Ecolano.
So 31-14. It might be a streak of 3. How do you feel about that going into the regular season with Bingham
Going
next
into
week?
Bingham, this is exactly what they needed. They needed a motivation game like this.
Looking at Bingham's game last year, 44-14, they didn't play well. I remember going to that game within the first quarter. There was 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So looking at Bingham this year, what are you thinking so far for the Vikings going into next week?
Vikings, they gotta play their hearts out. Bingham won the state championship last year against East, and the first week of the season this year they played East again, and they beat them 38-0. So Bingham is without a doubt one of the toughest teams in the whole nation.
And you were talking to me as we were going into the game, and you were saying if the Vikings don't win it this year, it's going to take a long, long time for them to win it again.
They've got 30 seniors, and they've probably got 6 or 7 D1 players. And they've probably got a lot more than that. As just a boot by Carson Ecolano caught within their 5-yard line. Looking for a hole and just can't get it, and he gets taken down around the 20-yard line. I want to say 23.
A good job getting them to stop there, not getting that big return for the kickoff.
Yeah.
That's one of the first ones that we've seen so far this game, where there hasn't been a big return. So is Jake getting offers right now, scholarship offers? Do you know?
Yes.
Do you know what school's from so far?
I've heard some from the Pac-12.
Okay.
That's all I've heard though. I'm gonna have to get a little bit more info on it.
Power 5 quarterback. That's
huge.
That's still a big deal.
He's got the build for it, and he's got the mindset for it.
And anywhere D1 for college football is
It's huge.
That's great.
Riverton dropped back to throw, throws a bomb. Let's see, he looks for it and it's just out of bounds. The cornerback, number 12, Derek Ray, was in position to make a play if the ball was landed in bounds.
So, looking forward to basketball season. This, with some big signings here for Casey Brown and Matt Van Komen.
Yeah.
Being able to get signed by Matt for Utah and Casey for BYU. Do you think there will be any signings here coming up for the football team that would be that big?
Without a doubt, Micah Tatioli he's going to play D1 without a doubt. They go deep again. It's thrown out of bounds. But yeah, Micah Tatioli he's definitely going to play D1. It just depends on where he wants to go. His dad did play at Utah State and go on to play pro.
Really?
Yeah. So we'll see if he follows his dad's footsteps or he goes somewhere else.
And that wouldn't be the first Viking player to go pro, as Johnny Fanika's brother also did.
Yeah, Jason Fanika.
And Johnny also looking to go pro after getting back from his mission, going to Utah.
Let's see. Quarterback tries to scramble and just gets hit. Oh, by Viking defense. It looks like Wynn Fox in on the stop for that one. What a hit.
And it would be 4th and 10 with about 4 minutes left here for the Vikings. 4th and 14 from the 19. Pardon me. But 31-14 with about 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they're punting here. The Vikings got to be aware of a fake right here because this...
They're still trying to get men on the field right now.
Yeah,
Noah Burbridge just running on the field.
That was a beautiful kick.
Wow.
Taken by Dane Christiansen, finds a hole.
And he broke a nice tackle, but it got a couple yards.
Riverton defensive player makes an arm tackle to get him down. But with 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go, being down by 3 possessions, I don't see why you punt the ball.
I think they just keep running it, just keep it going. There's no real reason to try and do anything fancy here.
Pleasant Grove has got this game in the bag. They just can't make any more mistakes.
And up by 3 scores, it seems like it's a pretty safe game for them right now.
Yeah.
What are you looking for this drive? Just clock management?
Just clock management and no stupid mistakes. They put Jaden Maldonado in for Dane Christiansen, and they're just looking for ball security. They can't fumble it right here. Oh, he finds a hole and just he takes a beating right there. And he's driving out of bounds. which is not what you want. Oh, the clock keeps running though.
So it'll be 3 minutes left with this game. 2nd and 3.
Caleb Campbell comes into the game for Jake Jensen.
That's an interesting
That is,
decision.
but just about 5 or 6 years ago when Taysom Hill was still at BYU, he tore his ACL in garbage time. And Colton Bayless runs on the field for Jackson Hill. And runs back off. Oh, and it looks like they're going to have a flag on that one.
Colton Bayless, a part of PGSN this year as well, so we'll be giving him some nice little slack for that.
Yeah, he's definitely going to hear about that one.
Oh, Colton, what a guy, man. He's going to be a great player coming in his sophomore year right now.
He's now put in the huddle as his brother Parker Bayless runs off the field.
And Parker giving Colton a nice little love tap on the helmet right there before getting off the field.
You love to see that. Vikings lined up in the I formation. They're just looking to burn off this time. They're going to wait until it's down to about 10 or about 5 maybe. Takes the handoff. Oh, and looks like a fumble here. There's a miscommunication between the quarterback and the running back. Let's see who's got it. It looks like Riverton has got it.
So that's another thing. No stupid mistakes, and that was a crucial fumble there.
Under 2 minutes here, and the Vikings just need to watch for the deep ball. If PG can get a pick right here, they'll probably just run out the clock, and as soon as their timeouts are out to 0, they'll just take a knee.
The scoreboard right now is malfunctioning. Don't really know what's happening, but it's been flashing off and on for a couple seconds.
Really?
I think they fixed it. Yeah, it was flashing back and forth for a little bit.
Couple of malfunctions here for their speaker systems earlier in this game.
1 second.
They take the ball and they're looking for it, and he gets out of bounds. And he's taken care of by Stockton Vinker. Stockton coming off a broken wrist, I believe. Got his cast off or his brace off just about a couple weeks ago. He's in at safety for Rex Connors, who came off and was getting looked at by the trainer. Hopefully he's okay.
It'll be 2nd and 1 for the 47-yard line here for Riverton.
Yeah. Let's 2nd and 1. Ball on the 37-yard line. Looks like 4th quarter, 1:50 to go. Trips right. Now back to his left. Looks right, looks left, throws left. He's getting beat. Oh, what a catch by number 14 for Riverton.
And it looks like on here, offside kick, and they'll probably need a 2-point conversion here as well, just to get the points on.
Yeah.
No! Did you cut it too soon? No, the camera froze.
Still going out of the gun. Takes it here. Quarterback keeper. And tripped up by Wesley Tuiasova. Great tackle in the backfield. Takes it back to about the 5-yard line.
And PG has been really good in these clutch situations where they get to within the 10-yard line. I remember last game against Jordan when Truxton McSpadden hit that guy out on the 1-yard line.
Oh, deep throw. Oh,
picked off.
Eric Ray has got. He pulls it. Oh, it looked like he had it.
Got to hold on to that ball. We're going to see if we can
get you an instant replay on that. Or not.
Stop. It's stuck.
We're having malfunctions with our instant replay currently.
It's been a little rough getting this game going for you guys here.
Let's see, 3rd down on the 6. See if they can punch it in. Rolls right, tipped by Truxton McSpadden. And that is a touchdown-saving tip.
So if you're Riverton right now, you're going to want to get points on the board. But at this point, you're
gonna,
probably going to want to get a touchdown.
Yeah, you're going to go for it right here. But with maybe 5 more minutes to go, or even 2 more minutes to go, you kick a field goal right here.
I figured it out. Fix the camera again.
As this game wraps up, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to PGSN and our live broadcast of Riverton versus PG. Riverton takes a snap, and he is tackled down by Mac Dodson, and that will most likely be the ball game.
So about 58-6, and it looks like, Pleasant Grove's got the win in the bag.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove's got the ball on the 10-yard line. They're in victory formation. They're just ready to run this clock out.
So what do you think so far, looking in, going to that Bingham game? Do you think they have a shot to at least do some damage?
Oh, they definitely have a shot. They have what it takes. They just got. They need a want to win this game as bad as they want to breathe.
And they always, for some reason, I feel like Pleasant Grove has a hard time, no matter what sport it is, just in those big games against Lone Peak, against Bingham, against AF. They have a hard time getting started and getting going and all that stuff.
If they can execute correctly, then they'll be feared as one of the best teams in the entire state. And Dane Christiansen takes it, and he's got like a 20-yard gain here as like the game's just wrapping up. Just padding the stats, and it looks like he's Winterton out there as some of the sophomores.
Is Colton out there as well?
It's great to see them. No. It's great to see them out there. They played a game yesterday as well. They took a pretty bad beating, but they're out here to show that the varsity team is what matters, and the varsity team is getting done. Game is wrapping up. Pleasant Grove at Riverton. Pleasant Grove getting the win in the bag here to go on to 3-1, and that is the ball game.
So we got 31-14 here. Thank you for tuning in to PGSN. I'm Cade Forrest.
This is Brigham Ray. Glad to be here.
And we'll see you guys next time when we play Bingham Miners.